subway worker discovered the eerie footage while on duty at night. We're going home. We're going home. After 2 minutes. We're going home. We're going home. We're going home. The driver's door opens but it can't be blown by the wind. Security guards looked at it until after the door stopped. They quieted down. However, the door in the carriage suddenly swung again, and even more intense, finally hit the shutoff after a while. The situation began to repeat again. However, there is no figure in the carriage. Except for the carriages, a dark shadow flashed from the front of the car. According to the description of security personnel, at this point in time, the area where the train is located has been closed, and there could be no one. They suspect that the black shadow is a ghost, but even after the black shadow left, the door still did not stop. Does this mean that there is more than one ghost around the train? In a deep mountain where people have been lost, there is an abandoned house hidden, and some soul seekers have visited this place, indicating that they have witnessed unknown black shadows, and some people have heard unknown footsteps. Such a haunted place will definitely not stop the footsteps of soul seekers. Let's take a look at the high-energy footage that the blogger took that night. And what you see below is like this. They're going down because they look a lot like they're floating over here. At that moment, both of them were frightened and rushed out of the door. After my friend, he told me to stay away. I don't want to go back to this place and drive to this place, because this place is a shortcut back to his house. But I didn't expect him to encounter such a thing. Then, the last episode was of Zyabakes. This is what I played when I was a child. There is such a situation. So many things. Then I'm going to talk about the second one. In fact, I ran away at that time. It's loud. What's the sound? It's weird. How can this window be called a window? This seems to be pretended. I don't know. Electric. You see that strange window. Is there anything out of the ordinary? It's loud. What's the sound? There shouldn't be anyone outside, but what is the flash of green light in the lower right corner? A notorious abandoned nursing home in the United States, the Obama Sanatorium was established in 1905. It was used to treat tuberculosis until it was shut down in 1943, limited to the level of medical care at the time. Many people have spent the rest of their miserable lives here. The building is now completely abandoned. Many locals think this place is very scary. It is not uncommon for people to see shadows looking out inside, where no physical footsteps can be seen through the hallway. Besides, those who enter the architectural expedition can also hear some terrifying whispers. In addition, the spirits of suspected patients can be seen wandering around the hospital. For such a ghost place, Midwestern Soul Hunter. Sometimes it looks like a person. Photography of the interior of the building. Is it here? What are you tired of? Is it pneumonia? Yes. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are there any other spirits here? How many are here? How many are here? Upon entering the building, Ian used the K2 device in an empty room to communicate with the spirits. After receiving a series of quick and pertinent answers, Ian took the opportunity to ask how many spirits there were. At this moment, a cough came from the side, and the question and answer ended. Ian began to explore in the direction where the sound came from. I don't know what that was. That scared me. It sounded like a voice of moan or something. Hello? Hello? Do I hear anyone here hearing that? Wow, I saw something very strange. On this lens, take photos along the wards on both sides of the corridor. A white shadow of a humanoid figure was captured in the doorway of one of the rooms. But when the shutter is pressed again, everything has returned to normal. Ian then entered the room in question. Outcome: in this room. How are you? It's right at this doorway. And then it left. How are you? Who's here? Something I saw and heard. Oh. There he is. The one sneaked up in front of me. Oh my God. Where did you go? Although Ian is fast not to keep up, but in the blink of an eye, the white shadow had disappeared without a trace. Helplessly, the blogger had to move to the next level. Okay, I got a soul box here. I'll see if I can get through here. Oh my God, I've heard the voice. Hello. A person crouches down and sets up the instrument. In the distance, there were strange noises in the darkness. Once you find your way, the blogger trembled and strolled forward. The sound of footsteps in front of him signaled that Ian Lee's spirit was getting closer and closer, and he opened the soul box. It didn't take long for the doctor's reply to arrive. The other party even said that Zhuge Ling, who did not welcome visitors, was not welcome here. Next, signs of the doorknob turning caught Ian's attention. Something was on Ian's body at this point. It must have been the doctor from before who was driving Ian. I froze you, deny? Seeing that Ian still didn't give up, the spirit slammed the iron door shut, finally scared Ian and ran away without looking back. I will be back. After calming down, Ian fumbled his way to the attic area of the building. Okay, I know I heard someone in this building. That's from outside. Wow, what is that? I just saw something. The blogger who left the attic returned to a hallway. After hearing a woman's voice, she was drawn to the doorway that led to the balcony. As a result, a figure was photographed passing by the edge. Something just moved. Right here. Something came along. I see it. My own eyes. Boss, are you here? I just met you. Let's see if I can meet her. I heard her voice. Judging by the subsequent recorded voices, it should be the spirit of a female, sick woman who used to be. Come to the balcony for ventilation. At the end of the investigation, according to the voice of the female patient, Ian decided to go to the location where the largest number of cabinets were built among the local population. That is, try your luck in the basement of the building. Just down. He noticed a beer on the floor at the door of a room. The amazingly sophisticated Ian knew there must be drama in this place. It's just that the imp in the basement decided to give Ian some vignette. It's too loud. Okay. Thank you. Let me hear it. It's a terrible sound. Can you listen to it again? Oh my God. This kid is too intense. What's going on? Is this a small child? It was a child's voice. Where did that come from? Is it here? Is it here? I do not know, but it was a child's voice. Like a child. At a time when bloggers are busy looking for the source of the sound, the ball was finally moved. No way. Ian found out and chased after him. At this point, the ball hadn't stopped, but it's on that ball. Even if Ian predicted the other party's actions, but he can't stop fear from enveloping him. I want to go too. What's going on? I guess they don't want me to leave. When I was a kid, I would have been worried that I would be here. I really don't know. Where are you now? Make a noise around you. There is a strange feeling in this room. With the idea of not looking back if you don't see ghosts, Ian finally fulfilled his wish in the room at the end. A childlike black shadow rushes past the camera. At this time, the frightened Ian was still shouting that he didn't want to scare the other party. Use this as an excuse to end the investigation that night. In an abandoned village in Japan, there is a telephone booth, and it is said that many people pass by with the occasional fleeting figure. Someone once used this phone booth to make a phone call and heard an unknown voice next to him, even if he was alone. A Japanese blogger named Mei Xiaoji, after collecting information, decided to come to this infamous ghost phone hall to pick up spots, verify that it is really as horrific as the rumors say. He hear a mimic sound. Bah! The live stream was turned on the phone. She watched the fans' messages and replied from time to time. Suddenly, someone in the live broadcast room said, "Something is wrong with the picture." Mei Xiaoji let out a surprised voice when she saw the message. Then she learned it should be that there are people moving outside the glass door behind them. But she didn't find out. But from the point of view of blogger Mei Xiaoji, there was no one outside the phone hall at all, at the behest of the fans. Mei Xiaoji pushed open the glass door behind her. It's just that the terrifying face that was still outside last second disappeared the moment the crack in the door was opened. This video is played live and retained. I believe that it is impossible to explain the outside of the glass door in the way of video editing. The appearance of that miserable white grimace, and judging by the height of that face, the height it should have and the size of its face do not match. This goes down. A live video of blogger Mei Xiaoji. It seems that once again, sitting back and watching the haunted rumors about this telephone hall on the internet. A blogger on social networks named Lionel. Many videos were made with the mother, something that appears in one of the videos. It has aroused heated discussions among the majority of netizens. I'm sure you've noticed Nair's mother's back too. A white object appeared under the table. It seems to be a miserable white and treacherous face. Oddly enough, visually inspect the position under the table. It shouldn't be enough to hide a single person. This also pushes the whole thing in a supernatural direction. It even drew coverage from the local media. They sent an expert in the study of the occult. Come to the filming location and investigate. A netizen Rudolph on the coast. As always, he came to the beach again for a walk. This time it's at night. In the dark, he vaguely saw it. There was a man standing on the beach, but when it comes to seeing each other clearly, Rudolph was terrified. It's weird. In the sand, there was a man standing on the beach, but when it comes to seeing each other clearly, Rudolph, who had never seen anything like it, was almost scared out of his soul by the half-body that was left, and he thought he was a ghost when he saw it. But was that really the case? This is a girl named Pesca. A video recorded in the kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show off her newly bought ice maker, because some things have scared her recently. According to what she said, ice makers are always late at night, make a very strange sound. That night, when the ice machine makes a strange sound again, Pesca went to the kitchen with her cell phone to record a video. But the video captures something creepy. Just like the scene in a horror movie, Pesca walks into the kitchen. A little girl was captured in an instant. She looks like she's wearing a black outfit, but I can't see the 5 officials clearly. What's even more incredible is, the figure disappeared as soon as the light lit up. What exactly will this figure be? Is it a ghost that Pesca accidentally photographed? Do you have an answer? Please leave a message in the comment area. In the video, a motorcycle drove past the opposite lane. But the strange thing is that there is no driver on the motorcycle. If the driver falls off the car, the motorcycle will still drive for a distance. There are cases of, but the man said, there was no driver who fell off the car behind, and the motorcycle is running quite smoothly. Later he asked the locals for inquiries. This car seems to belong to an elder. What's going on? Is it a ghost or a transparent person driving a motorcycle? He was an avid motorcycle driver during his lifetime. Still has a strong obsession with riding after death. This video was uploaded by Reddit users. He stayed in the clinic alone for the night. He stayed in the street for a short time. We can't see clearly what this figure is. But I don't think it's the camera because there is insufficient light. What would this mysterious figure be photobam? Night driving is unavoidable for many drivers, especially on roads without streetlights. According to him, that night he was driving on the road. Discovers a self-deprecating figure on the opposite lane. Stands in the middle of the road. Pick up the camera and record it. figure wrapped in self-dressing, standing in the middle of the road. Stay motionless. Can't see clearly. It seems to be wearing a self-deprecating mask. It seems that something is still holding in your hands. No matter how you look at it, it doesn't look like a normal human. Normal people won't be on roads without street lights at night, standing in the middle of the road. This behavior itself is very dangerous. It's like suicide. After the man saw this strange scene, don't dare to stay too much. Hurry away. So what would this be? Is it a ghost or a ghost caught another way? This video, it is provided by Reddit user Serene Eileen Dippity. It's a home electronic doorbell, photographed at 3 a.m. on November 26, 2022. McMillan to Halen Joint Base Beechcrest Lewis McCord Prairie Ridge, South 162 shot by MC Summit Vi at 3 a.m. on November 26, 2022. Clover Creek JBLM NC location is McMillan Hill to Haley Joint Base Prairie Ridge, 162. JBLM North Lewis McKay Joint Base. McCord AFB Clover Creek Summit View Summit McMillan South Hill to Halen Prairie RIDG. In the bushes across the street in the picture, emitting a burst of huge and dazzling light. This light gradually disappeared after flashing for a while. The streets have calmed again. It seems nothing has happened. According to the video uploader, this video was taken by his mother's electronic doorbell. This place, strict control of fireworks and explosives. So that's impossible to be fireworks. And the shooting time is 3 a.m. It's even more impossible for someone to celebrate. His mother has seen this scene twice in total. Let's compare the surrounding objects to see. This light is quite huge. It's not possible to be in normal lighting, or can be emitted by a flashlight. If it's the passing car lights, how did that light pass through the dense bushes? What exactly will this be? There is an exit from another dimension. You'll decide. The video to be introduced below. It's a Russian girl, recorded during live broadcast. This live broadcast, a scene that disturbs the audience. 80. New camera. This girl was 80 during the live broadcast. A figure suddenly appeared on the door glass behind new camera 80. New camera. Soon this figure opened the door and entered the room 80. New camera 80. New camera. This sudden scene frightened the audience 80. Because this person is a strong adult male and only wore a pair of shorts. A strong contrast with the cute girl. All kinds of speculation emerged one after another. Some people are worried about the safety of girls. Why is there such a man? New camera can easily enter the girl's room 80. New camera, but we can see 80 MIMM. This man entered the door. It seems that I have knocked on the door first. The girl had noticed it before he came in. Then the music was turned off. And the girl later clarified. This person is actually his father. Thank you for your concern. But one thing has to be said. This reminds me of my youth. Parents can also enter and exit their rooms at will. That is the secret of hiding in the room. It may be discovered by parents at any time, or when you are studying. Parents may break in at any time. It's really scary to think about it. New camera 80's friend in front of the screen. New camera is still a young man who has not lived independently 80. 80 New Camera Man. New camera becomes a shadow of childhood or a horror event. 80. New camera 80. This is a Chinese man's adventure in abandoned house. Videos taken. Weibo River Sauce. From the video, we can see a strange figure suddenly appeared in the house. From a distance, I looked like a hunched old lady. This really scared the man very much. The mouth keeps rosy. Then the man rushed into the room, cursingly. But I found that there was no one in the house, and the room is full of coffins. The atmosphere is very strange. So what exactly did this man take? Did you really hit a ghost? TikTok user Darbione uploaded a paragraph. Strange video. Gained widespread attention. This woman is not very popular on the platform. 722E2 never stop. 2.5M received more than 2 million likes. Please get this out there. Heartsuit 128.9 keys the full story. Imhole. Because of the weird incident recorded in the video, it's closely related to each of us. Video was filmed on November 25th, 2022. That night, the woman and her boyfriend stayed in a hotel. But because of many pros and cons, the name of the hotel was not revealed. After the woman and her boyfriend checked in the hotel, turned on the TV in the room, but I saw a strange scene that made my back feel cold. A show is playing on TV, but I don't know why the signal suddenly appeared abnormal. A picture that looks like a bathroom. Presented on the screen, this screen played briefly for a while. Reset back to the original show. The two confused reacted quickly. This is very likely. It's the bathroom picture in the room they're staying in. So my boyfriend immediately removed the light above the bathroom. Checked it, although the camera was not found. But what is certain is, the structure of this lamp can indeed be equipped with a monitoring device. Things are going beyond the norm. The two called the police. But after the police arrived, no camera was found either. And the hotel staff, there is no way to give a reasonable explanation. So they both decided, this picture on TV, it's probably from a room in this hotel. After the police left, the bathroom is viewed from 10:30 p.m. It lasted until 4:30 a.m. the next day. Then it will return to the normal channel. After the video is posted online, at Darby hashtag haunted TikTok hashtag, see caused an uproar Thehorinder 3894. Many channel owners have reprinted this video. Nails are the same as Kailau on November 29th, 2022, and many people are also very concerned about the progress of the incident. This matter has been until now. There is no reasonable explanation. Is this an error in the dark web network signal? Did it accidentally broadcast on TV? If so, that's really terrifying. In the era of internet information development, how much privacy do we have to keep? Most of his channels are funny videos to you. But a video shot on May 23rd, 2024, but unexpectedly caught a strange scene. Man facing the mirror. When making all kinds of funny expressions, a strange face appeared outside the window. This person's face turned pale. Fierce eyes. It looks like a man, but obviously not a normal person. The man didn't notice it at that time, the existence of this face. When he watches the video, frightened by this weird scene, he doesn't know where this face comes from. I don't know who he is. What exactly will this face be? Did the fans passing by deliberately scare the man? Or this video accidentally captured someone's ghost? Yellow River. It is the second largest river in China, in northern China. This river that almost crosses mainland China symbolizes the origin of Chinese civilization. Around this river, there have been countless strange things. Recent time, there is a Chinese fisherman. I picked up a strange creature in the Yellow River. This strange creature, at first glance, it looks like a weird person with truncated limbs. He's full of potholes. There seems to be a pair of eyes on the face. The lower body is still swaying. When the man turns the creature to the back, at first glance, it looks like a person's back. But from the side, its body is very thin, like a crushed body. It made people feel goosebumps all over their body. But we can see, the man wasn't afraid. Flirting with this creature with laughter, because it doesn't seem to be aggressive. And the man thought it was just a sequel. Tai Sui is also known as Ganoderma lucidum, growing underground, but it is made of mucus, bacteria, and fungi, a rare polymer composed of 3 types of fungi. Scientifically proven, Tai Sui is a living body and have strong vitality. What if this is really a too young? This looks so scary. So what do you think is this humanoid creature? The following video, it was recorded by a monitoring device in front of a home door. Photographed on April 17th, 2024 at 6 p.m. A strange scene was recorded. In the picture, a man passing through the camera on a motorcycle. But the weird thing is, there is a transparent figure on the back seat of his motorcycle. Because the distance is too far. Although the video has 1080p image quality. But it's still hard for us to tell. What exactly is this figure? I can only roughly see that he is standing in the car. And when the speed is not slow. Keep it quite smooth. What would this figure be? Is it some kind of spirit or ghost? I think there is indeed such a possibility. If this is a video for traffic fraud, why not choose a better perspective? The angle of this video is very tricky.